Yay, I'm alive. Hello, guys. It is I, Becca Lori Hector, here with Growing Gratitude. So, welcome to Growing Gratitude. Growing Gratitude is my weekly, very public way of talking about the things that I'm grateful for in this week in my life, no matter how shitty it was. And shitty it's been for the last whatever. Got a little bit of a respite this week, had a less shitty week. So excited to share my less shitty week with you guys. I cannot wait. So here's the deal. This week, like I told you guys earlier, hey Stevie, thanks for joining us. That this week was Thanksgiving in the United States. So what that means in the United States is Thanksgiving, the holiday itself is on Thursday, right? And then we have usually we have like a kind of early day on Wednesday, and then most people have off on Friday as well, right? And that's kind of how it works. So, and then like the whole weekend itself is just kind of slow because people are visiting family and they're tired and they're resting and blah, blah, all this other stuff. So it's just a holiday, and what happens in the holidays in all the other countries in the world happens here, and vice versa. We do have these other weird things that I don't know if they're international or not. But we have all these weird days like Black Friday where you're supposed to buy everything. And then we have Small Business Saturday now. Hey, Burnett, welcome. And then it's Cyber Monday and Tech Week and all this other crap that I have no idea. Who keeps track of this stuff? Who puts this stuff on a calendar so they know these days are coming up? I don't know. It's nonsense to me. But anyway, so it's that kind of thing going on, and it's just that kind of mood, I guess, here. And that's been the vibe sort of over social media and whatever. But that means for me, a little bit of a lighter load for a week, right? Because other people are so busy with the things that they're doing that they don't need anything from me for a little bit, right? And things aren't due, and everything kind of waits till after the holiday, and all of that other stuff that happens. And so it gets a little bit lighter. There's a little bit less demand from the outside world. And so that's been nice. That's one of my gratitudes for this week, actually, is that I had a week that was less demand from the outside world, and that felt really nice. That's one of my biggest gratitudes for this week. So we'll leave that there, because before I can get into really the rest of my gratitudes, I need to just take a moment and remind you guys that I am in the midst of trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers. So I would love, love, love your help with that so much. If you are watching right now and you love the content that I put out, or you find my channel interesting and helpful perhaps to others, maybe your clients, maybe your friends, maybe your family, whatever, I would really, really appreciate it if you could share the channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Because in December, I'm going to be running some giveaways, and I'm only going to be running them from here on this channel. And so I'm going to be sharing that I'm running giveaways on the channel, but the only way you'll get the clues and the only way you can win the prizes from the giveaways is to be subscribed to the channel, because I'm going to be uploading little videos here and there that are not announced, as well as giving clues in the live streams. So you guys better be tuned in. And if you think other people would benefit from things like a signed copy of Spectrum Women, like some merchandise from the Self-Defined Living store, from a seat in one of the seminars, or a seat in the course, or a one-on-one with me, and a couple of other things that I'll be giving away. So if you think you'd be interested in those things, if you think you know other people that would find it fun, if you enjoy this channel and just think it's a good thing, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and share the channel with other people. That would be much appreciated, because I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so that I can know whether it's worth it to me to keep investing in doing this channel, or if it's time to let it go. And we'll see. So there it is. That is what I'm up to. That is what I'm doing. And so let us move on to gratitudes. See if that helps a little bit. Let's move on to gratitudes a little bit here now. I had an interesting week. I don't have a lot of spoons for you guys. I have a huge feeling this is going to be a very short gratitude, and I apologize in advance, but I really just kind of want to list the things that kind of gave me pause this week. They gave me a moment to say, wait, I can look up from the chaos. Cat hair in my mouth. Hate that. I can look up from the chaos and I can look around me and like, oh my God, life is happening. Hold on a second, right? And there were moments like that and moments that pushed me through. And then maybe longer periods than moments, but just an overall feeling of gratitude for some other things that were going on as well. And so I think I'm just going to list those for you guys because I don't really have any stories to tell from this week. Because, yay, one of my gratitudes is that I had time to rest. Oh my God, I had so much time to rest. I'm so excited, you guys. I don't know how to explain to other people the joy that I get from sleep. I think it's like, I know I'm not really conscious, but like, I don't know, there's a lot of things that we do to kind of make it through life. And one of the simple pleasures to me in life is a nap. I fucking love a good nap, man. I just love a good nap. I like just feeling so tired in a moment and having built a life that I can just fall asleep if I need to, right? So, yeah, I love rest, and I love, especially when I was this tired, and I love a good sleep. Like, good sleep is great. And I got both of those things this past week. I worked, of course, at the vet on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we were busy, but then I've had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today is the first day that I really have to be anywhere or do anything. So I've had 3 days where I didn't have anything due to anybody, where I didn't have to do anything, where I didn't have to make any phone calls, where I didn't have to get up and get dressed if I didn't want to. And it was blissful. Blissful is the word I say. And I got one night I got sleep that was so good. I think I got almost 10 hours sleep in one night. And I mean, we went to bed at like 9 o'clock at night, but it was worth it. It was some good sleep and some good rest. Rested to the point where yesterday I started to feel antsy. I started to feel like I couldn't sit still anymore and that there was stuff that I had to do and maybe I should pick up the computer and things like that. And that to me means I have recharged enough that I'm ready to get back out into the world, which is an amazing feeling. And it has been such a long time since I felt recharged enough like that, since I've had enough rest that I felt like, oh, my battery is full. Isn't that lovely? And that's how I'm feeling, right now. I'm sure it will be depleted by the time I get out into the world. But I had rest time and I'm grateful for that. That's a giant gratitude for this week. Because I had rest, let's see, I made notes to myself. Because I had rest, I was able to clean the house a little bit. And we talk a lot about, hey, Bill, good morning. Sorry, I just saw you got here. And I had this little burst of energy that I was like, hey, there's no obligations. There's nothing else that is more important right now. So I have the time and the energy to clean. So with these Friday, Saturday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I cleaned the downstairs level of the house and I changed my sheets and I changed my towels and I washed all those things and I caught up with the laundry and folded the laundry and put it away. Okay. And that felt amazing. I am grateful for that spurt of energy and that I was able to direct it in such a important way for myself, in such a kind of really basic but important way, right? We know that our depression, kind of things that feed depression, are things like letting your house get a mess and not keeping up with your chores and not eating right and not bathing enough and things like that, right? And so when we can push back a little bit into the depression and be like, hey, I'm gonna clean my space because it doesn't make me feel good to have a dirty space, right? So I got to do that for myself and that was amazing. So excited about that. What else is on here? I got a whole morning with Antonio where neither one of us had to be anywhere or do anything. I don't know how to explain how much that used to be a part of our regular routine, our mornings together, and how since we bought the business over there, that has been depleted from our routine, that kind of morning together time. And I really miss it. And so it was really lovely to have one morning where we both didn't have to worry about stuff and we could just kind of sleep in and then sit around in our pajamas and have coffee together. And watch the dogs be silly and goofy and all of that stuff. It was a really, really beautiful morning, and I'm really grateful for that time to remember about those simple joys and get to experience them again. So that was great. What else is on my list? Oh, I have my lovely neighbor, she had us over for Thanksgiving dinner. They didn't want to eat alone, so the four of us, Antonio and I and her husband and her, we went over there. It was a tough week for her. She had to put one of her dogs down, and I went with her and took care of that with her. And so it was a week of a lot of closeness and big feelings, and so it was really nice to spend that time with her and really just be able to share that I don't know, that close time, that cozy time with each other. And it's just a little walk away, and I could go in my pajamas if I wanted to, because she comes down here in her pajamas, and that's the way we live. And so it was just really, it was really beautiful. So I'm actually doing my week backwards now that I realize this. I'm going from my bottom of the list to the top, which means I'm working my way back into the week. And so what I want to talk about is our little holiday meal and how much fun that was. So I talked to you guys on Wednesday about how much fun it was to do this holiday meal and how important it is to surround yourself with the right people, because when you do things with people that are like-minded, it doesn't feel like a task. It doesn't feel like effort in that way. It doesn't feel like work. Instead, it feels like alignment, and it feels lighter than that, and it feels more fun than that. And that's what I was able to experience this week, which was really, really cool. So what we did, we had wanted to do, Antonio and I, something for Thanksgiving to give back to our community. We had done a fundraiser last year, and this year we were trying to figure out what to do. And so we kind of poked around with our fire department, who also usually do something for Thanksgiving. And we ended up doing 8 joint fundraisers. Well, not fundraiser, a joint community thing together. I don't know what to call it. But with their money to supply the food and our energy and spaces to cook in and pack up and all of that stuff, we Antonio and I and two of the chefs that we work with, actually, that are also small businesses in town, we all cooked the turkeys, made the stuffing, mashed potatoes, packed it up, put it in bags, got it ready for seniors and people who were homebound and families that couldn't afford Thanksgiving, and made sure that they had holiday meals. And those the fire department helped us deliver to those who were homebound, and of course some people were able to pick up, and they did. And so that was amazeballs, and so much fun, and just kind of really just a soul warming kind of experience. It was really fun to see them all together having fun doing this thing together. It was really wonderful to see how appreciative the fire department was, and just how grateful the people were who were picking up their food and all of that stuff. So that was really fun. If you do follow me on social media, you can see the pictures of that if you like. But it was a really, really fun time. In fact, let me show you my very favoriteest picture. I'm not in it, no surprise, but I absolutely love it so much. Let's see if I can get to it really quickly here. Where are you, favorite picture in the world? Where is it? Of course, I can't find it right now, but it's there somewhere. I will have to find it. But it was such a great time. We all had such a good time doing it, and it felt really good to use some of our energy to help other people. And then that way, when I was resting on the days after that, I didn't feel bad about it, and I was exhausted, and for good reasons, and all of that stuff. And I think that made the rest even more enjoyable for me. It wasn't like rest out of desperation. It was rest that had been earned, and it's different. And so it felt really good to do that as well. My last gratitude, well, I have 2 more gratitudes to go. The first is back on last Monday, so almost a week ago, I had like an awesome day at the vet's office. So you guys know I work there once a week. And so, I'm not always in sync with things. Sometimes it's hard for me because it's a transition of like 6 days of not doing that work, and then I have to transition into it. And it's like you get in that kind of in the field of vet tech, you get there and work starts immediately. So you can't there's not like that transition-y thing that happens for people who work 9 to 5 at a desk where everyone's getting their coffee and going to the bathroom. That doesn't happen in vet work. And so it's always kind of a difficult challenge for me. And so, I had a good day there. Like, I was on it. I was on point. I wasn't making stupid mistakes. And I was really just proud of myself for just having an on point day. And to top it off, we had someone who's relatively new to the practice, and I was able to teach her some things that she actually wanted to learn. And that is so fun. Like, when you teach people who want to learn things, it's so much more fun than teaching people who don't want to be there. So that was great. I just had a great day there. And then my icing on the cake, and the one I have been carrying with me all week, it is actually the one stupid thing that I grasped onto as I was resting, as I was doing things, because it was so out of the norm and meant so much to me, and it's so silly. But I was at the vet's office and somebody told me I was very pretty. And I mean, look at me. I don't often get told that I'm very pretty. And I don't usually make that much effort in getting ready to do things that the object is to be looked at as pretty, right? I'm not ever really making that effort to kind of be told that I'm pretty. So it's not like I expect it all the time. And therefore, when there I was standing in my scrubs and somebody says it to me, it meant so much, right? It was like this big, huge thing. I was like sweaty and dirty and like had been working all day. It was towards the end of the day. And, you know, I'm in my scrubs and I'm covered in whatever mess from the whole day. And someone told me I was pretty. And I don't know when the last time it was that I heard that. And the last time somebody told me that I was pretty. And so it meant a lot to me. And it was like my little sweet candy that I carried around with me all week this week that just kind of was my little icing on the cake. And so thank you to the person who told me I was pretty. And I appreciate it because it really did mean a lot to me, more than I really imagined that it would ever mean to me. So yeah, thank you for that. So those are my gratitudes, you guys. Those are the things that I have to be grateful for this week, and kind of this odd week of the holiday and having this time to rest, and just how much it means to me to just have that time to regroup. And how often we need it. And so, especially needing it in this time when I'm dealing with the seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression, whatever you prefer to call it, which makes seeing myself in a positive light really difficult, which makes wanting to get up every day really difficult. And it makes kind of getting out into the world and participating really challenging. Again, it's that like the 7 layers of jello is the best explanation I've ever given to what it feels like to be under a depression. And so I will continue to use it for the rest of my life. I'm sorry if you guys get tired of it, but it's exhausting. And that's exactly how it feels. It feels like you're just, okay. So it's tiring. And I was excited to have a respite from all of that and have some time to kind of really regroup. And how I need to remember that I do need that time for regrouping. We all do. And so we need to, sometimes it's forced upon us when we get sick. And I don't like to get there. I don't like rest to be forced upon me because I've worked myself to exhaustion and illness. And I want to be better than that. I want to catch myself before that. And this was perfect. It was just perfect. And so those are my gratitudes, you guys. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I got to go hop in the shower. Sunday afternoons are now my afternoons at the shack, where I serve coffee with Antonio cooking in the truck. And we keep it real simple on Sundays. And so I'm going to just do that. A great book that I just got that I cannot wait to read. It's The Light Maker's Manifesto. If you haven't heard of it yet, go check it out. I haven't started it yet. Don't know if I like it yet, but I'm really interested in the topic. So I'm going to take that with me. I have some writing to do. I'm going to do that. And yeah, just kind of try to slow roll back into my week after some rest, just slow roll into it. And I'm going to, I just learned this in sign language. I'm going to share it with you. This means I'm going to chillax. So that's what I'm going to chillax for the rest of my Sunday. The book title, Burnett, is The Light Maker's Manifesto. And it's really great. It looks to be excellent. And so I'm excited to read that. And yeah, I can't remember the author's name right now, but if you look it up, you'll find it. And yeah, that's it for me today, I guess, on Growing Gratitude. I'll be back on Wednesday with the next Being Back Alive, which is where we talk about the challenges being an autistic adult alive right now. And then, of course, I will be back next Sunday with the next Growing Gratitude. And in between there, I'm going to remind you guys that I am not doing the seminar this month. I am not doing Asking Spectrum Women this month. I am only doing my newsletter this month. So if you have not yet signed up for my free newsletter, head over to beccalaurie.com and sign up. Also, think about subscribing to this channel while you're here, please, as I remind you once again that I will be doing the giveaways for December in an effort to get to 1,000 subscribers this month. So please sign up, subscribe, try and do the bell for the notifications, because I may just do some unscheduled videos that will have clues to the giveaways in them and such. If you also think the information and the stuff and resources that I create are important and you think other people will learn from them, I do appreciate you sharing the channel as well as sharing my website. If you want to get in touch with me, which I encourage, please comment wherever you're seeing this video, email me directly at info@beccalory.com, or head over to the contact page on my website, which is beccalory, LORY.com. All that goes directly to me. You can always, of course, follow me on social media and comment wherever you're seeing this video. I do love hearing from you guys. I love knowing if the content is good or not. So thumbs up for that, thumbs down to let me know it's not. And of course, your subscribes and shares mean the world to me. I appreciate it so much. As you go out into the world, I ask you to please seek joy, share joy, and that. Why do I always mess it up? I always want to move on to share joy, maybe because I feel like I'm lacking some right now. Anyway, so get out there and seek joy, create joy, and share joy with all your peoples. And do take some time today to just sit aside and really consciously think about the things that you have to be grateful for in your life, because those are the things that remind us that what we have is enough. And when we want more, we can create it. So do that for yourself. And I will see you guys out and about on the interweb. Have a good rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday for Being Back Alive. Bye.